Hello, everyone, and welcome to I Am Possible segment of My Dream TV USA. I'm your host, Divya Mawar, and I'm the winner of Mrs. Bharat USA 2021 and also the Senior Vice President of California Pageants of My Dream. Hello, everyone, and I hope you all are doing well. And before I start the show, I want to congratulate the entire team of My Dream for another successful Miss Bharat California 2024 pageant. And today we have our amazing winners of curvy and classic category. So I consider myself very fortunate to be part of this platform. I have gained so much. Janakji and Rashmiji are true inspiration. They have launched this amazing, unique platform for everyone to showcase their talent. They have beauty pageants, short movies, singing competitions, music videos, and there's so much more. They're true pillars of glamour and entertainment in USA. Thank you so much, Rashmiji and Janakji, for this platform, My Dream TV USA. We all are so fortunate, and this family keeps growing and growing. So, before we get on our amazing contestants, I just want to let everybody know that each of these women are multi talented. They are very passionate about fashion and, of course, themselves, and they have achieved much more by joining this platform, and they were part of Mrs. Bharat California in classic and curvy category. So let me start by welcoming our curvy category winner, Ishita Bhattacharya ji. Hi, Ishita.
Hi Divya.
Hi. And then we have Deepthi Arora, first runner-up in our curvy category. We also have Nanda Devi. She's the third runner-up in curvy category. And we have Jyoti here with us, who is our second runner-up in classic category. And Umita, our first runner-up for our classic category as well. How are you beautiful ladies doing?
You're great.
Doing great,
Doing
great,
So
good.
Divya.
happy.
Thank you.
Yes, so happy to see you. So we will start with your introduction, each one of you. I know you have achieved a lot. We have been a family since early this year because the pageant happened end of April. So all of you connected with us in some form during that first half of the year. So it's been, I think, good quarter after you guys have won. So we definitely want to know a little bit more about each one of you. So Ishita, why don't you tell us little our audience know you're a winner of curvy category, but a little bit more about Ishita, what else she does when she's not winning pageants.
Yeah, so I think we all women are meant to multitask, whether men accept it or not. So it's all of us which we have this energy inside us. So if we think that we can, do something, be it a pageant, be it some social work, be it some kind of events that we are handling, be it our work life, be it our family life. So everything a woman can do and manage all by herself if she thinks and sets her mind up for it. So that's what I used as my to go mantra, that if I dedicate myself for, say, a pageant like the platform that My Dream TV provided to us by Janakji, Rashmi Vediji, you, Divya, guided us all through our journey. So that platform itself gives us a lot of opportunity, confidence, and yes, the journey has been incredible so far. It doesn't end with the pageant or winning the pageant, but it really is continuing with a lot of people around me with whom we are friends, with whom we gather, with whom we socialize and also do some events together.
Thanks for joining, Ishita, and special thanks because you're joining from India. Really appreciate. I know it's early morning, so
Thank
great,
you.
great to have you. Moving to Deepti. Deepti, tell us a little bit more what you do professionally and what have you kind of, I know your mom was there, your entire family. I met them during the pageant. It was such an honor to meet your mom. So tell us a little bit more about yourself, Deepti.
Yeah, so obviously aside from my pageant life, In my professional life, I'm a finance executive in tech, and I'm currently at a late stage startup called Circle C. I am their VP of Finance. So I'm an in and out finance person. I like to say that my two passions in life are my two F's, which is finance and fashion.
Fashion.
Um, and I'm deeply passionate about really empowering women. And I think I have a really keen eye for empowering women both through fashion and educating them about finances. So I've done that myself, and I'm hoping to lead other women do the same through my own journey. And I think the My Dream TV platform is such a great platform to be able to do that. I can't tell you like how much empowerment, encouragement I've gotten myself through the pageant, and I'm hoping to pass that on to other women and help them experience the same journey.
That's great, Deepti, how multi-talented you are. And being a financial leader yourself, being a woman, which is generally, I would say it's a male-dominating field. So I had talked to you. It's definitely something that you have achieved. And I hope you keep, you know, keeping the torch up for a lot of other women who are looking to be a finance leader in FF, fashion and finance.
Yeah, thank you. I forgot to mention in my personal life also, I have an 8-year-old, and you can probably see he's really into Legos. Noticeable
Ah,
the Lego collection we have here in the back. So that's the other hat that I wear at
that's
home.
another, of course. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for sharing. I will move to Nanda. Hi, Nanda. Uh, so good to see you. We know each other from before My Dream Family as well. I know you've met at other gatherings, but let's our audience also know a little bit more about Nanda.
Hi everyone, good evening. And Nanda Shrima, I'm the winner of, I'm the third runner of Kavi, and I work as a teacher in the school, and I'm a mother of two grown up adult kids. Yeah, so yeah, I'm back to work. And, I'm with the kids right now, and I encourage all the kids to participate in kind of pageant and yeah.
Great, Nanda. It's a noble thing you are doing. Of course, you have raised your kids, but you're raising many more. You know, being a teacher is that's where everything starts. Like I have a certain like I still have vivid memories of growing up, and if I certainly love a subject, that is because of my teacher. Right? So thank you for making our kids, learn so much more. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here, Nanda. And I will move to Jyoti. Jyoti here is our third runner-up from our classic category, Jyoti. Share a little bit about you, give your introduction. And I know, I remember there were tons of people from your school that came to see the show, the talent round. Your family was there. Such a great thing it is to feel that, when you have your support system around you. But yeah, introduce yourself, Jyoti.
Yeah, hi, I'm Jyoti Srivastava. I'm the winner of the second runner up of classic category. I work as an IT coordinator in a school. It's a private middle school. And apart from that, I'm very passionate about music, dance, and all kind of stuff. Well, fashion show just happened to me. I think it is the highlight of 2024. I never thought I would step into the world of fashion. I'm a fashionista, but never thought I would walk the ramp or do something like that. Well, it started and it was like no stopping or no looking back. And then this pageant happened, which was recommended to me by Tanya Garg, who was a winner of 2021 My Dream TV USA. And she recommended to sign up for it. And I remember I went for a rehearsal for one of the upcoming fashion show. I came home at 10 o'clock and I reached out to Divya right away. I would like to participate in my Dream TV pageant. And I signed up that night. It was so inspiring. It was so convincing. I couldn't give a second thought to it. And it just kept empowering me, encouraged me in so many ways. I would like to also thank my family, my husband's in particular, who has been very, very supportive. There has been events where he goes with the camera and people tell him, okay, take our picture too, thinking he's a professional photographer. But he has been there supporting me. And few of my colleagues showed up for the pageant. A lot of my friends showed up and cheered for me, which was very, very inspiring. And I felt very, very thankful to have such people around me. um, After the pageant, I always wanted to do something with the crown that I got, with the sash, with the title that I got. I really wanted to give it another meaning to it. And to let you know, recently I was able to direct and choreograph the entire fashion show for India's Independence Day, which felt very, very fulfilling to me, because there were a lot of women of different age groups who were doing it for the first time. And I was convincing them and encouraging them that you need to do this. And once you do this, you have no idea how empowered you will feel and how it is going to change your own attitude towards life. You will feel like a different person. And I was successful in doing that. I was so thankful to Varsha and Tanya for guiding me to take part in this. And Divya has always been, very, very inspiring. And her words are always very, very inspiring and touching. So I'm very thankful for it.
Thank you so much, Jyoti. And I'm glad that Tanya and Varshaji connected you to this platform. And yeah, as you said, there is no looking back. Like you literally take your whatever your crown, your uh, whatever you won, winner, first runner up, second, third, you take it and you make it your own journey, and that's what this platform gives you. So I want to welcome each one of you. Thank you so much for spending your time with us and letting our audience know a little bit more, because as all of you wear multiple hats, right? We have our day job, we sometimes have our evening jobs, and we have our responsibilities at home that we try to fulfill. So there is no stopping. One day we are winning crowns, and second day we are back in kitchen helping our family get through the day. So, and that's our life. That is our journey from kitchen to rampart, and that's what my dream truly stands for. That they don't sell dreams, they do dreams come true. Like they do make dreams come true. So so happy to connect with all of you again. So I want to ask each one of you a question regarding, your pageant journey and how you uh, felt on D-Day. Like the D-Day comes, but there is so much happening before that as well. So I'll start with you, Ishita. Ishita, you tell us that what was the most challenging part that you felt until the day happened, right? Like there's outfits, there are question and answers you're preparing, there is a whole responsibility juggling of things at home. We always never have time, especially in Bay Area. Things are moving too fast for us. So, what was the most challenging thing, and how did you overcome that challenge?
I would say the most challenging part would be convincing myself that I am being judged by so many people around me, right? At this age where I just turned 39, so we don't feel like that, we should be judged by people around us. We have accomplished. I'm in the education industry, working in the leadership role. I have a family, I have my son, I have my friends, we all do a lot of fun, lot of musty together. But being judged, being in front of everyone was really different. And especially when you have those parameters that you have to be in a gown, or in an ethnic gown you have to wear this kind of attire. So it was really fun. And then when you are in front of everyone, when you give up that barrier, when you are out of that barrier and feel that no, it's for myself that I'm standing there, it's me, it's not other people or other people's opinion that matters to me. I'm here to have fun, to be in the journey. And that's what kept me, kept convincing myself for that journey, for that whole pageant journey, I would say.
That's a good point. I never thought in that perspective that am I am I ready to be judged at this point of in my life? But it's a good point. We are our own best critic, and we are very severe critic of our own self. That I'll wear this dress tomorrow when I look better, but we'll be a day
Yeah.
older tomorrow. So the way I see is like I'm always younger today than I'll be tomorrow. And true, like, but at the same time, pageant is very much about self-discovery. It's
Yes.
like you really find out. I don't know if it was the same case with all of you, but for me, when I was thinking about what I want to do and I want to answer questions, I learned so much more about myself. Not just from my, like, how I sit, how I talk. That's one thing, like, how physically you want to appear in front of people and gestures, but mental health is so important. And I think that's when I figured myself, when I was juggling so many things, and I'm like, if
Yeah.
not now, then when? We'll never
Yeah.
have this time back again, and I won't be, I'm already spent half of my life
Yes.
being this, and this, right? Now let's figure out. So yeah, I think it's a self-discovery, and you have to answer. Like, that's a leap of faith that 80% battle is won if you are ready, and then the
Yes.
the rest of the
Yes.
challenges
And
come.
why not wear the multiple hats in our life, right?
Absolutely.
Like
That's
once, then let's do it and let's go for it. Give
Let's
it a
go
try.
for it. Yes, absolutely. I'm glad, Ishita, you had that challenge within yourself, and you kind of came out with flying colors. So
Thank you,
super
dear.
proud of you. Thank you. Deepti, I wanted to ask you that, your mom was there when she was traveling from India, and it's no other feeling like having your mom next to you when you are participating in the pageant. What did she like? What was her expression when she saw you on stage or saw your talent round, which you looked amazing. You looked amazing in all the three rounds, but I loved your talent round outfit. Those colors were just bringing the best in you. So, and I think that's when I chatted with your mom the most. So, what were her feelings when you were on stage in all three rounds and after that when you chatted with her?
Yeah, I mean, it was it was a very happy moment for me, and I was very glad that I could have my parents and the timing aligned. She was just so proud of me. Just seeing her daughter up there, like performing in a pageant and things that she would have dreamt of, I think, doing herself in her younger life. I think she really felt that this was I was doing something that had always been her dream, because I think she would have been really happy if I wasn't a finance person and I was like a model and was like some actress or like in some like really like fame driven profession, because that's what she kind of envisioned for herself, I think. And I think for her, it was such a proud moment because I was living her dream, like the dream that she couldn't live. And that was really, it made me really happy that I could, make her happy. And even after the pageant, I wasn't posting as much on like social media because I got busy with my usual life stuff. She would like show every single person that, all her friends and stuff. She was sending all her friends in India like pictures of my pageant. She was getting on calls on them, telling them that I had won the beauty pageant and, I was a part of a beauty pageant. And she was just so proud. She was like sharing all of this even more than I was sharing it. And it made me feel happy that I made her feel so proud about doing something that she had always wanted to do in her life.
That's amazing, Deepti. And I would like, she was your social media person for you, and tell your mom, like, I really would like. I don't know if I think I told you that. Ask her to come back to US next year in the first half of the year when we announce Mrs. Bharat, because we have a grandmom category and they would love to have her. So her dream is not over yet. We will still make it come true.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would like to have her be a part of that.
Yes, yes. And so that was related to your mom. The other question related to pageant I wanted to ask you is, uh, being in the finance industry or being a leader, right? A lot of people are leading, you're looking up to you uh, at work, right? And coming here and starting from like where you are actually taking instructions from others. How did it feel? Was it like hard for you? Was it like, oh, you were there to learn, so you just took everything like a sponge?
I think yeah, there were certain aspects that were really hard. First, like being in finance and being a leader in finance, like I'm always talking to third parties, so I'm very comfortable with like doing Q&A. But then the fact that I was going to be judged physically, and like my attire and what I was wearing, like all of that was going to be judged. I think that was a very different lens to what my comfort zone is. So everything became like things that I don't normally worry about, like, oh, is my strand of hair sticking out? Like, how's my makeup and whatnot, that I don't have to worry about in my daily life, became like a really big like thing for me. And I was like really getting nervous about like small things. And also the walk part, right? I mean, I've only done like fashion shows for fun and like college. I've not come from a modeling background. I've not had to do this in any means of way. This is probably the most professional way I've had to do it, is at the pageant. That was really nerve wracking for me. It was something new, just trying to figure out how to do it. It was, yeah. So I think I was trying to approach it very positively, but the things that I'm not comfortable with were very, very nerve wracking for me to do. And I definitely had butterflies in my stomach. And I was thinking the whole time, oh, am I going to fall on my outfit when I'm doing the walk? Like, I was imagining the worst case scenario, which is also something that finance people do, right? Like, we'll always be like, what's the worst case scenario that could happen, and then try to de-risk that. So that was like what was going through my head like the whole time. Like, the stuff that I'm not comfortable with was like really, really hard, but really hard for me to do. But I was grateful that the inclusivity from like all the pageant members, and the encouragement from everybody else, and from you, Divya, and from My Dream TV, and Rashmi ji, it made me feel a lot more like, okay, it's not like high stakes. It's okay. Something goes wrong. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So I think that made me feel more at comfort, but it was definitely challenging myself to do things that I'm not comfortable with.
Absolutely. And I always say that it's okay to have the butterflies and jitters and the nerve-wracking experience, because that's what refines us, right? And worst dream is I think everybody has that dream that what if I trip, right? Because we have gown, we have heels, long tails, we have high heels, and yes, so people who are experienced also have the same feeling, because you're walking every time and you're walking in your best, catwalk walk. So I'm glad, Deepti, you shared, because I think what you shared is common across a lot of other people who come in this pageant industry. And let me tell you, nobody has experienced prior, right? This is pretty much everybody's first pageant. When I participated, it was my first pageant as well. So thanks for sharing, because I know it kind of answered question for a lot of other folks. And we should get comfortable in our uncomfort zone. And that's what I think is needed, right? If we stay in our comfort zone, we will never groom ourselves to another level. So I'm glad. Thank you, Deepti and Nanda. I want to ask you that you were recommended by Shalini and Urmila, and we meet. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Thanks for joining. I'll come to you, Sheila, in a minute. So, and I know both of them have been part of my dream family. So I really appreciate you also joining and holding the torch now for 2024 year. My question to you is, did you talk to your students about when you won the third runner-up in curvy category, and how did your students respond to it?
Um, yeah, I mean, first my teachers came to know about my, and then one of the teachers told to the students, and the students were really, Miss Nanda, you won the pageant, and I showed them the pictures, and they were like, wow, you look like a princess, and they were very happy that I won this pageant. I was the runner-up. They were very happy. I mean, they're still too young to understand, but yeah, one day they will understand that. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's so sweet. And
They were
definitely, sorry, go ahead,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, they were super happy to see my picture, it- like a princess tiara or something like that, and looking my costume. They were super happy. They were surprised.
Nice, nice, nice. Glad to hear that, Nanda. And keep spreading the joy to your students, to your kids, and to your teachers, and ask them to come and watch. If they're not joining on the stage, they should come and watch our October 13th pageant. That would be great. Thank you, Nanda. Sheila, thanks for joining. I know you're coming directly from work, and I literally had to tell her, like, just join, just I want you here. So
Sorry
thanks for
about that.
joining. No worries. Sheila, you are the winner of classic category. So I'll quickly say that why don't you start with your introduction, what you do and what you want, and then also talk a little bit about like what are you doing next after winning the pageant, how your life has changed.
Sure. So yes, I'm Sheila. Uh, I am basically a very senior engineer, a principal engineer. I, for living, I do software, and I also have a startup in blockchain. So uh, basically, a very technical person. But when I came to know from you, Divya, about my dream TV and the pageant, I wanted to give it a try. I'm so glad I did. Um, it has changed me so much, meaning I was never so outgoing in the sense that to actually make more friends who are not technical, meaning who are just not my work friends.
Yeah.
And I've learned so much from that that it gives a different kind of happiness. It relaxes me so much, and other than that, it has also made me realize how I can groom myself better, both physically and also appreciate what I am as a woman, meaning that it's just not technical, it's also other aspects where uh, you can appreciate beauty not only in myself and my friends. That's one thing. And I've also become much more happier, I should say. It's like it's a different kind of a pleasure to it's some kind of an art, I think, to be able to portray yourself as a beauty pageant. It's you there's a different part of your brain which works, I feel. uh, so yeah, that's what I think, which has made me really happy. And of course, I've met so many beautiful ladies who are so nice at art. You're awesome, I'd say. Like the way you've helped me through the process was great. And similarly, my fellow pageant winners, all of them, it was a different family altogether, which I've never experienced.
I'm
um,
so glad, Sheila, that you are part of the family and you are very observant and then you make your move. That's my observation with you, that you observe and then you listen very calmly. So that's a very good talent that you have, which I don't have. So thank you for coming in and I know after driving directly from work you're joining, so I really appreciate that. Thank you, Sheila. I'll
um,
move to, yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just had to add that I'm also going for New York Fashion Week, just to advance what I know and get better. And
Absolutely.
yeah, so that's another thing I wanted to add.
Yes, yes, you are roomies in next in this week, next last 3 days of the week. So yeah, definitely it will be a lot of fun, Sheila. New York is there one thing that you can take out from your mind for everyone like DP. No, it's not nerve-wracking. You have so much fun. It's like a girls' trip. Literally, like you will every person you meet in around that area will be a my dream family queen from different state and you make so many friends and for me it's like my 6 months detox with my dream family, so that's how I take it. And so yeah, definitely looking forward to knowing you a lot more, Sheila, during this week. Thanks for joining. And Umita, you are back and I can see you. Your camera is also live, so I'm glad that it is. You were our first runner-up in classic category, Umita. It's very interesting how you and I met. You reached out to me on Instagram. You have a jewelry business as well, and then met at Bama Designs. So it's quite interesting how we met and how now you are continuing your journey with my dream. So why don't you introduce yourself and then also uh, tell a little bit about what was going in your mind when the results were being announced?
Hi, my name is Amita, and thank you, Divya, for pushing me towards this my dream TV. it's a dream come true for every girl I know. And I actually started like a jewelry business, and I contacted you for just a volunteer thing, but you pushed me to join this event, and it actually gave me a lot of confidence. And I think I have my self confidence has increased as I've joined this pageant. And right now I'm focusing more on my jewelry business, and I've been selected as preview model, and I'll be doing a LA Fashion Week pretty soon. And there's a lot of things coming up in October, so I'm so excited to join the team and learn a lot from all my pageant sisters, and we have become a big family now. And thanks to you, Divya, and to Rashmi ji and Janak ji. Basically,
Absolutely,
I'm
Mita.
a school teacher, and
Mhm.
right now I've taken a break due to my physical ailment. But I'm not going to stop here. This is not going to stop me from doing what I dreamed of. And thanks to you all.
Awesome. And we never want you to stop. We should always
Yeah.
keep growing. So, thank you, Mita, for joining and sharing your thoughts. Jyoti, I'll come to you. Jyoti is one of our, she's second runner-up in our classic category. Jyoti, I know after the pageant, you and I were discussing on the call and what you stand for, what you really want to bring back to Indian community. Is it okay if you share those thoughts and what you really want to fight on screen? Is it okay?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
yes. So, growing up, as in India, there is a very big taboo, I guess, having a medium or a low skin complexion. Uh, I I had an arranged marriage, and before that, I remember when my father was going through. We come from a traditional family. When my father was looking for a match for me, I had a couple of experiences where I was rejected because of my medium complexion. Everything was great, but the complexion is not fair. And when this pageant came up, I was like, this is something through which I can give this message to the entire. I mean, there are a lot of beautiful women, fair women, dark women, so many different kind of complexion, but if I take this step and do, because I was debating to the last minute if I should go for it or not. And this was my main objective, to take part in the pageant, to give the message to the wider community. And that became a big thing back in India, because I come from a very small town. It's Calcutta, but in Calcutta, there are a lot of small suburbs. And from the family I come, education family, it's not expected. Nobody would ever expect I would walk a ramp and, go participate in a pageant. And that was a big thing, because it even got published in a lot of newspapers in my local neighborhood in India. It was a very big thing. And I think I was successful in passing that message on, that complexion doesn't matter. Every girl is beautiful in their own individual way,
Unique way.
unique
Absolutely.
way. Yes.
Yes.
So that was my main objective, and I feel like I was pretty successful in passing this message along.
Thanks for sharing that with our audience. And sorry to put you on spot, but I really wanted
I
that
totally
message to.
agree, and that is the whole thing. I want the
Yeah.
world to know. I want people to know of girls of medium complexion, not someone looking like 5'10", having fair complexion, very good to look at, and just being medium complexion girl, average girl, and still walking the pageant and coming out of my comfort zone, pushing myself beyond my comfort zone. That's a very
Absolutely.
big thing. And that empowers you, and the kind of confidence that you get after that is unbelievable. I can
Absolutely.
totally, I can totally relate to it. It's very unbelievable.
That's great, Jyoti, and keep marching towards your goal. It should never stop. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who have gotten inspired by your message. It's a taboo. People are trying to break it, but still, that's one thing that, okay, if you're fair, you're beautiful. That's kind of goes hand in hand. It's equal to.
Mm.
Uh, so, yes, I'm glad that you are taking that as your main message and spreading it across. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, everyone, for patiently answering. with that, we will move to our next segment, which is a more fun segment. So, didn't want to put Sheila you on spot. Most of the people who joined here, we decided that we'll play Antakshari. They all kind of are singers or they can sing on screen. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to put you on spot. We can do a different thing. Just let me know if you are okay, or we can do a different segment for you.
I don't sing. I can just try.
Okay, then let's try. Let's do if she's a sport, just few lines, nothing major. So, Ishita, why don't you start instead of me doing bate bate kya kare? Uh, Start with letter Ma, and then we'll go to Deepti. So, Deepti, be ready.
Okay, I'll start with Ma. Any song starts with Ma.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, you can sing a song related with your favorite. Like there are other options. You can either start with Ma or something that you really love from your I don't know if you're a Bollywood fan or Hollywood fan, a singer that you look up to or Shah Rukh Khan or whoever. Just go have fun.
yeah, yeah. Whatever comes to my mind, I'm just going with that.
Yes, go with it.
Um, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं मगर चुपके चुपके हाँ दो दिल मिल रहे हैं मगर चुपके चुपके सबको हो रही है हाँ सबको हो रही है खबर चुपके चुपके का is the letter for the next person.
Wow, it's really hard to go after that really great performance.
Come on,
Um,
Deepti. You can definitely beat that.
Let me think of ka. क्या हुआ तेरा वादा वो कसम वो इरादा ढूंढेगा दिल जिस दिन तुम्हें वो इस जिंदगी का आखिरी दिन होगा क्या हुआ तेरा वादा.
All right, perfect, Deepti. Thank you. Nanda, you got the
दिल है मानता है, दिल है मानता है, ये बेकरारी क्यों हो रही है ये जानता हो ये मानता है
uh,
हाँ
awesome.
हाँ
That was really good, Nanda. You're beautiful singer. Loved it. Sheila, we are coming to you with her.
With the ka,
Her.
हाँ
her.
Yeah.
हमने तुमको देखा, तुमने हमको देखा, ऐसे सातों जन्म सम- मिलते रहे हो जैसे. That's all.
So perfect. Thank you, Sheila. Uh, Umita,
So,
Jesse. Yeah. So,
so right. सांसों की जरूरत है जैसे, सांसों की जरूरत है जैसे, जिंदगी के लिए बस एक सनम चाहिए, आशिकी के लिए बस एक सनम चाहिए, आशिकी के लिए.
and you all are very, very multi-talented. Jyoti, you get Ashiki ke liye. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or a से.
इतना गा लो एक ही बात है.
अच्छा. Okay. ए मेरे हम सफर एक जरा इंतजार सुन सदाएं दे रही हैं मंजिल प्यार की. That's it.
Awesome. 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 I can keep going. You guys are really good. All right. So, thanks for being a sport and doing this fun segment with us. We'll quickly move to our one of the last segment. I'll ask the same question to all of you. Before we wrap up, I want to basically two things. How was your experience with my dream? And second thing is, how would you convince somebody who's on the edge to participate and explore themselves? So I'll start with you, Ishita.
So the experience has been exceptionally good, I would say, because the journey doesn't end with the pageant and you are done, right? So we all know that through My Dream TV, you can do fashion shows, you can walk fashion, fashion design concepts like something like for Freedom, India's Freedom Day, or for any kind of couture that gets sponsorships, and we can flaunt the beautiful dresses and gowns and empower everyone. So in see my mantra for doing this fashion walk or fashion show, quite similar to what Jyoti has said about the skin, that that kind of taboo has to be eliminated from our society, that women of every shape, color, size, and personalities should be welcome, so that has been the kind of to go. I mean, people have a mindset that if the person is this has these features, only then the person is beautiful. But I feel every human being, every woman has the right to feel beautiful, to feel welcomed, if they have that personality going on in them. And My Dream TV has supported this for everyone. We can ourselves see that there are so many categories in which we are being crowned with this crown.
Participated, yes,
So
yes.
that itself, yeah, that itself makes it so much inclusive platform for me to say. And the second question is how we can inspire, or let other women take part in it. That's what I said, that women, wherever you are, whichever shape, size, color, which wherever, from a small city, from a big city, from a big town, wherever you belong to, just come, take part, and the journey itself gives us so much boost in our confidence. To we came to know ourselves in a new way, I would say that. I found that journey to be very insightful for myself. I'm sure others who are here in the panel would agree to me. So we make friends, and I would say every woman has their own story to say. We are juggling, as Divya said, and especially in Bay Area, we don't have time to even take rest for a moment, for a minute during the weekdays, I would say. So doing, if I can do this, then any woman from any field can be part of this, and definitely they should be part of this. That would really really help them to reinvent themselves.
Thank you, Ishita. Very empowering words, and that's exactly what this platform also is all about, inclusivity. Uh, any shape, size, age is welcome, from 3 years to grandmoms. Everybody is equally welcome on the stage, and they do come in, they participate in their own category. So thanks, Ishita. I'll move to Deepti.
Yeah, Divya, I mean, the journey's been absolutely amazing. And I think the pageant was just the start of the journey. And as Ishita was alluding to, like the pageant itself is so inclusive. Nobody is turned away, right? You apply to the pageant, no one said no. No matter what doubts you have about yourself, those are all your self doubts, but everybody's included in the pageant. And I remember when I was applying for the pageant, I was thinking there were so many categories, and I was like, I don't know which category I should apply in. And I was almost having this conversation with myself like, am I curvy? Like what, like what's the right category for me to apply in? But the fact that it's the pageant has like all these categories, so that you don't have self-doubt, you push yourself, you go out there and just make it happen. Don't worry too much. So if, I would say for women that are not even thinking about this is a great way to just gain your self-confidence, make your dreams happen. Don't doubt yourself. You have it in you to go and do this. And the pageant itself and the platform itself is so great. Like you're not, it doesn't feel like, even though we were in a competition, it didn't feel like we were in a competition, because everybody was able to display their unique talents, and everybody had a place, and everybody was given some title, was given some kind of title and a crown and a place in the pageant. So I think that part of it is really great. The other thing I was going to share with my own journey is that at the beginning of this year, this was the first year that I did a vision board. And one of the things that I had put on there was fashion. And actually, my vision board is right behind here. So I'm just going to quickly pull it up and show you all. Um, and so this was one of the things that I wanted to pursue. And you can see I have like models walking down the ramp there. And this was my way of making my vision come true. So I'll encourage other women to like do the same. Make your visions come true, write them down, make the pageant a part of your life, and just make it happen.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing, Deepti. I love your vision board, and I'm eager because we are 4 months left in this year. What's your next vision board be looking like? Do share with us. Definitely would be. I would love to know. All right. Thank you, Deepti. Those were really great advice for all our women. And I just want to add here for all the audience who's listening that we women are very harsh on ourselves. We always think that, okay, we are not in the best shape or we are not this or that, but we truly are beautiful in whatever way we are. Every 10 years, our body changes, and we have to accept that. And curvy doesn't mean that we are plus size, and it's okay to be plus size as well. We just have to have that notion of acceptance. And I was very happy this time that we didn't have to tell any of you to fill your categories. You knew. So it's a step. Like, I feel that our society, at least women, are having that open mindset that we have to accept our bodies first, and then only we can expect people to appreciate us, right? So thank you for sharing, and that's very, very insightful. Thanks, Deepti. I'll go to Nanda.
Yeah, student journey is not very easy for me, as every woman goes hormonal the 40 days. I was going that changes a lot during, but I was not physically ready for that. My friend Charlie told me it's not now, when. So you better do it right now. Then I step to participate. And as my pageant sister, so I was holding the fan, hot plastic, everywhere carrying the fan. And yeah, somehow I participated and I really learned a lot of things through this journey, like my self confidence. And I made really good friends with all my pageant sisters. And I mean, through pageant, I learned, I gained this confidence and everything. It's like my come true, actually. I never thought of participating in the pageant, but I did it a lot.
Thanks, Nanda, and I'm glad you did it. And we all are here for each other. And you rightly said it. If not now, then when, right? And we'll always have something or the other happening in our life. We always prioritize everybody else. And I'm glad you prioritized yourself, and you're here, always, looking as beautiful as you were. So thank you so much for coming with us and sharing. And a lot of women will be inspired by you, because as the hormones changes, it's hard. You have to accept those we have to learn, like we have to unlearn so many things and learn new way of adjusting with our body. So it's definitely a learning, and thank you for sharing that, Nanda. I'll move to Sheila. Sheila, the same question that, your experience with My Dream, and what would you suggest somebody who's sitting on the edge, rather than being couch potato, how can they come out and learn about themselves?
Yeah. So, uh, if I were to say one word, I'd say transformational. There's a lot which has changed over the last 6 months about me, my perspective, and I've also I feel that I know what action I need to take at times when something is new. Um, just give it a try, and not. It has also changed my perspective at work, I'd say. That's what I feel. So it's been transformational for me. If somebody's on the edge of deciding, I would tell them about what it can do to them. Basically, that if there is something else they're trying to do and it's not happening, maybe just joining My Dream TV would help them do that better. And it may not directly relate, but uh, the act of being successful somewhere helps you become successful elsewhere, because you get the confidence, like all all our fellow pageants have just said. So it may not be directly, but it is going to make them a much more successful person in other fields along with here.
Absolutely, this is very well said. Transformational, absolutely. You gain so much confidence that you are able to take yourself elsewhere, and then of course you get a huge platform to whatever you stand for. You can then start voicing your opinion, and people are, believe me, if you have a crown on your head, people are listening. And the second thing, like said, that you can put that confidence and self new you into some place else and grow there. So, well, thank you. I did not never thought about that, but that's a very great thing that you have added to my thought, that, we grow 360 degrees through
Yeah.
this. Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Sheila. Umita, your thoughts?
Yes, it's been a very great experience with My Dream TV, and I've learned a lot. Like to gain confidence is one of the best thing which I've learned with my and I'm happy that they I encourage all shapes and sizes, and beauty is in everyone. Every woman looks beautiful in their own skin. So I think that's the one thing I really loved of My Dream TV, and I would encourage all the women to join this and share their knowledge and share their dreams. And thanks to My Dream TV. And actually, have a lot of my friends who've been like wanting to join for the next pageant. So I think we all are an inspiration to some women at least. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And Umita, I would take the liberty to share that you're also pretty good makeup artist at this point yourself, like you are learning how to do that. So I'm hoping soon we will see another
yes,
flavor of your talent.
yes,
So
love to.
uh,
I would glam these girls. So and I'm waiting for it.
absolutely great, great, great. And Jyoti, I will move to you to how will you inspire somebody who's sitting on the edge, and also your journey with My Dream.
Well, the journey with My Dream TV definitely has been transformative. As Sheila just mentioned, it's growth in yourself, it's insightful into yourself. And after the pageant, you look back and see, oh my God, 3 days ago, what you were, and after 3 days, what are you? It's a totally big transformation, a big chapter in your life. Um, I totally believe in touching people's life and being a source of inspiration for someone. And I know after this pageant, a couple of my friends they reached out to me and asked, "How do you participate?" Well, you did the talent round. We don't know any of this, and how do we participate? Can we not participate without the talent round? And I had to tell them, "No, you can still do it." And very inspiring lesson that I learned during my fashion direction just a couple of weekends ago, when I had one of the participants who was 60 plus. Her both boys were married, and she said, "Can I do it? Can I participate in this fashion show of India Independence Day?" And I said, "Of course you can." And I called a Zoom meeting. I learned a lot, as I'm experiencing it now. I try to incorporate in my own direction, my choreography or the projects that comes my way, and I try to inspire her. And I told her, "There's nothing wrong in it. You are awesome. Even thinking about participating in it is a big step forward." And she rocked the stage. She just did it so well. She came and told me, "I make a fun of myself when I sign up for these things." I said, "You don't have to worry about what people think. You do what you feel like and just be confident in that." And that inspired her. That was a big growth in her, even at that age, stepping out of her zone. And she came and told me, thanked me, "Thank you so much, Jyoti, for inspiring me, for your words. They were very inspiring. I couldn't step back." And I believe that all my life I spent time for my family and kids, and this was the time. If not now, then when? And that moment I felt like I touched someone's life. I inspired one human being to step out of the comfort zone, no matter what the age, and she took the step and did it for the first time in her life. that
That's
was
amazing.
that was a big win for me, more than anything else. So I would really like to thank My Dream TV for that, for giving me this platform, for giving me this confidence, and the growth that made me convince or inspire someone else. Even touching one life was a big thing for me.
Absolutely, very well said. This platform teaches us to be happy for others, be there for others, and it's not about what we have won. It's not about being the winner, first, second, third, runner up. It's really how you take your crown and your sash and you put it to use. If we win our crown tomorrow, it's sitting in our closet. There's no point because you have to outreach to people and bring it to everyone, right? So I'm so glad each one of you is doing great and taking that step forward after winning the pageant. So thank you so much for each one. Thank you so much to each one of you to take the time out, your morning or evening. Especially, it's a weekday, and Ishita, you are in India and on vacation, so it means a lot. Thank you so much, and I want to really appreciate all the multi hats you wear. Keep growing. Don't be strangers. We need to meet again soon, and our next upcoming pageant is on October 13th. It's called Mrs. Universe California. It's the first time we are doing Mrs. Universe in California. So keep inspiring your friends if they are interested. It is for Mrs. category in all categories of Mrs. So don't feel shy. If your friends want to reach out, please give them my number and I can help them. But at the same time, I would love to see all of you on October 13th. And until then, I hope to connect with you. Keep growing, keep glowing, and have a good evening.
Thank you
Thank you,
very
Thank you
much.
so
everyone.
much.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye,
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
everyone. Good to see you all.
Yeah.
Same here.
Good to connect. Bye bye.
Bye.